And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Walker Buehler. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Brendan Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Has room, and he makes the catch. 1-2. Back now at Fenway. And on the hill today, Miles Michaelis. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He's had his ups and downs in his career, as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there.
Now this ball splits the gap in right center. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got...
Oh, and a nice sliding stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Alex Bregman. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Bregman was unreal in his last game, driving in a whole bunch of runs. Man at second. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That's his 5th homer of the series. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Devers now. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Back there. It's a bomb. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 6th of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now it's going to be Ceddanne Rafaela and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 6th, first baseman.
At the plate, Romy Gonzalez made history yesterday with a 4-homer game, and to give you some perspective, that's more rare than a perfect game. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. He flexes his power with that swing. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 5-zip.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They go back-to-back. His sixth of the series. It's 6-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just...
Michael McGreevy gets the call from the pen.
36.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A laser to left. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 7-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues.
1 out, base is empty. David Hamilton, the next to hit. That one ripped. This one's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. Man, is he fast.
That's so fun to watch.
Left fielder.
So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jaron Duran. Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. The throw to second is offline. And now it's Alex Bregman. He's already homered in this game. That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Over the monster and onto Lansdowne Street. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch. New pitcher now, Tank Hentz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting the center fielder, Cedar
Rafaela. Up next for the Red Sox. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Going back. And it bangs off the monster. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. And stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A 3-run homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 13-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Next to hit, Don Baylor. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his 7th home run of the series. It's 14-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention.
The new pitcher in the game, John King.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And that one finds its way through. And into second easily with a two-out double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Jarren Duran. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run is in. He's in there. And they extend their lead. Runner at first with two away. Mike Lowell up next for the Red Sox. That one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Duran around third. He'll score.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at third, two gone. And next for the Red Sox, Alex Bregman. Base hit, and a run comes in. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to. So a lefty out of the pen, Matthew Liberatore. Man aboard, and here is Devers. He's already homered here in this one. Bregman runs. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Liner, base hit, coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. So a man at first. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And it hits the fence. Devers headed home. He'll score easily. Safe at third with a triple, his third hit of the day. So two down. Here's some real power at the plate. Romy Gonzalez. Base hit and a run in to score. Man at first, and stepping in for Boston, Don Baylor. He's a guy who does it all. Left field, way back there. Into the monster seats and gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 23-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is.
A change in the first, and here's the new arm, Ryan Fernandez. This is his fifth appearance of the year. And now it's going to be Connor Wong. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Throw cut off to second, but he's in there easily. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Now a bunt towards third, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. Base hit, 1 run in already. In there safely, and they extend their lead. Man at second here with 2 away, and next is the designated hitter, Mike Lowell. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's just foul. 2 outs. Line drive. Walker tracks it down for the out. Back here at Fenway Park, new inning getting started. And now, Nolan Gorman late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
And a foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Nolan Arenado now at the plate. In the air, right side. Baylor sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's Alex Bregman. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Fernandez back to work. That one drilled left field. And it's off the green monster. Around first, heading for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. Here's Rafael Devers. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Runner breaks for third. And first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. The 0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Bregman, and he scores. And the lead continues to grow.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
And now Romy Gonzalez. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Now batting.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Don Baylor. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
That's back there. And that one is over the monster and gone. His 4th home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 30-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits off the monster. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front. just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now David Hamilton to the right side. Gorman throws on to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Jarren Duran digs in now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Makes the sliding stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Over the monster.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside. And when his bat went through the zone, there's no...
Kyle Leahy will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here is Devers. And first offering is fouled off. Devers measures 6 feet even, 235 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And Devers hits that one. Nootbaar hauls it in to end the inning. But it's a huge 8-run inning for him as they open up the lead. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Jordan Walker.
And here is Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
No ball, 2 strikes.
He caught it behind his back. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And next for the Red Sox, Romy Gonzalez. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. And out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the right fielder, Don Baylor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now. You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the ball.
So stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's gonna win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Stepping in, Jarren Duran. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now, Mike Lowell. Swing and a line drive, ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today. Man at second with one away. And stepping in for Boston, Alex Bregman.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Jump throw to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every short.
Double steal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and that ball is gone.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. That one back. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the type.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That's long gone.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
And the batter now, Connor Wong. High fly ball out towards left field. That one is gone.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now, David Hamilton. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
That's right. And he barehands it. Got him. Nice play.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet bare hand play like that? That was
left
amazing.
fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Jaron Duran. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Walker gets under it, squeezes it, and that ends the inning. Before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. Nootbaar batting for the second time, and that's strike one. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
That one out to right. Baylor going back on this one. Snags it for the second out.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Contreras swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Rafaela grabs it on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Mike Lowell. This one in the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. Makes the catch for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
And it's fouled away.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Swing and a drive, deep right field, on its way. Got all of that one.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Now here is Romy Gonzalez. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one's back. And that is gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now. These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now here is Connor Wong. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. And that one is going to go. Singy, this was a mammoth home run over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, There are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Digging in, Jarren Duran. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Now batting.
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
Just missed. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Arenado stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. And Nato is set down on strikes.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for St. Louis.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Jojo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement. High fly ball down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Romero, the lefty who lights up the radar gun, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Next offering is fouled back. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next,
now it's Devers at the plate. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Throw is cut off, goes to first. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Now batting.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And it's over the monster and off the billboard. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one is back. Going, gone.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now here is Don Baylor. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it bangs off the monster. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. He's safe.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
That one hammered left field. That's going back. Back some more. And it's gone. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just a...
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. But they go deep 3. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
1-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Romero back to work. That one ripped. On its way. Gone. Mike Lowell up next for the Red Sox. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's off the green monster. Around first and hustling for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner takes off. And the throw's offline, safe at third. That's back there. And that one is gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Rafael Devers up to him. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So digging in, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others.
He's trying for third. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Walker ranging back, and this one's off the billboards. Home run.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the power speed combo. Romy Gonzalez. And a bunt towards third. Has to barehand it over to first. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Don Baylor getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Well struck left field. That one's back. Gone.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now it's going to be Connor Wong. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one back. Going, gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Hamilton in the box now. No balls and a strike. That smash towards center. Walker makes the play, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
And now it's going to be Mike Lowell. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. One out, nobody on. So stepping in for Boston, Alex Bregman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Jump throw, and they get the out.
Up next for the
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that all set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Wilson Contreras. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Way inside, gets out of the way. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout.
Pitching for
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen.
Number
Aroldis Chapman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Man at first, one away. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there. Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
And that'll do it. This one. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a foul ball. Fouled off left side. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And no one can get there. And a good start to the inning. And now the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Don Baylor up next for the Red Sox. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. On the ground, Hellman throws to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Connor Wong, the next to hit, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. So man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton. First offering, runner goes. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Up the middle. Gets it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Well, he kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Walker batting with one down, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Swing and a foul straight back. That one lifted to left. Donovan pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Now it's the DH, Mike Lowell. Right side. Gorman whips it to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that
No
one.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Hamilton moving under it and makes the grab. Out number 2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Chapman is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
So they break into another level with this win streak at 10 now. I think the key is to maintain the focus, because you can have this motivation to get to double digits and then have a letdown. They've got to try to just put out all